All right. Well, the first of the paper assignments is coming due this Thursday. And from that point on, they're going to be a regular part of your daily routine here. So, how do we find them? They, unlike the other stuff that's in my math lab, the paper assignments live over here on the class homepage in eCollege. So we get to this, click on a chapter. Chapter 6 is the one we're in. And so Thursday will be the day that the last part of 6.1 is due in in eCollege or in my math lab. So you look over here and you're looking for an assignment called Paper 6.1. And we click on that and it gives you a number. I would write that number down because when you actually go to look at it, you have to go elsewhere in the screen and you can't be able to see it. So page 425, number 115. Now let's just look over these instructions here. Okay, you basically do the problem and you show the work. So the idea in these problems isn't to get tons and tons of practice. It's for me and you to see if we're on the same page in terms of what it takes for you to justify an answer. Because remember, ultimately, this being college, we're talking about being able to justify and make arguments, not just get answers. Okay? So there's this setup where you're graded, and pretty much all the written show your work problems will be graded this way. 5 points. Basically, what a 5 point full credit problem is first of all, you write the original problem down, then you show the steps to show how you got your answer. And that's not just chicken scratching a bunch of calculations. That's really laying out in a nice organized manner the steps. And finally, checking that your final answer is correct. The next major point, I'm skipping 4 for the moment, is, oh no, I'm not. False alarm. If you make progress but don't quite get the right answer, that's usually worth 4 points, but the original problem's written down. The third really well defined step is the original problem is written down. You've got to start on it. Okay, that's basically, I've set that at 2 points. And then for some reason, there's a 1 and a 3 available, and I reserve the right to give them. They won't be given often, but when you're just kind of in between places, that's where I may give the 3 or the 1. 0 points. One possibility is your original problem's not written down. Another possibility, no insight on where to begin is demonstrated. The original problem and answer are written down, but there is not an organized list. That's right, a correct answer with no work for it counts for nothing. So that's kind of what you're going to be doing, is showing your work on these 1 or 2 problems per day that you get assigned. So here it says go follow these instructions to get that. You basically go up to section 6.1. You select multimedia textbook exercise set. And you can click forward to page 425 is where this problem is. Go down to problem 115. So it says for exercises 115, 116, write an expression for the area of the shaded region and then factor that expression completely. So here is the expression you want. You want to draw this picture and then write out the expression and make sure you get it all factored out nicely. Okay, so that's going to be your very first paper assignment. It's going to be due Thursday, and then pretty much every time you see a My Math Lab assignment due, which is about 3 or 4 times a week, you're going to see one of these paper problems due. Now, once you've got it in, what you do is you either scan it or take a picture of it with your cell phone. Nice clear picture. Realize I have to read it. So get your cell phone right up above the paper, get in a nicely lit room, and take a picture of the paper. And if the quality needs to be better, we'll have conversation about that. This is not a photography class, but we just want to get you set up so that you can do these assignments and turn them in someplace electronically. Now, where you turn them in is the Dropbox up here. Your Dropbox is laid out a little bit differently than mine, but where you go is to the Dropbox for Paper 6.1. Paper 6.1 is where you'll drop that off, and later assignments will be dropped off in their own Dropbox. I hope this helped, and I hope to see lots of paper assignments, good paper assignments on Thursday and start that conversation.